All right, everybody, namaste. This is a preview here for the Capricorn new moon happening on December 23rd. This is the last new moon for the year. I can't even believe it. It's happening in 1 degree in Capricorn. And this is, if you can't tell just by the way I'm animated and the smile on my face, such an exciting energy. This is an energy that will carry us to the divine, giving us assistance to take inspired steps towards a new life. This is the new life that we've all been waiting for, allowing us to receive energetic confirmations. This way, we can be less focused on receiving outward validation and instead focus on the guidance and the support of the universe that's always there. But now it's coming in this rush, and we're going to tune in to be available to it. This is a great time to commit, to be inspired, and take this awakened kind of action. The action that's inspired from within that may not necessarily seem logical or even the smartest choices to make, but the body and the soul know innately and is pulling us towards these things that once we commit to, you can then finally receive the validation for it. And that validation will look and feel like resources falling into place, things just going in towards alignment, things that we can't even believe or fathom. How is this going to work out? Just happen to do so. Right? This is some of the most nourishing and creative energy to work with. A more masculine and fathering energy, providing us with support and a foundation and guidance to grow. This is going to connect us to how we live in the solar system, how we live in the world, how we live in our lives. It's about beginning new things. And because this energy is reflecting on grounding, it really provides a foundation that feels really safe for exploring and seeking. We also have Chiron that began retrograde on July 19th and is now ending also on December 23rd. So Friday is going to be this like really profound energy. We're all going to feel it in one way or another. And so the ending of Chiron retrograde offering us the latest astrological opportunity to lean into the discomfort for ultimately your own benefit. Making this a good time to reflect on your healing work that you have been already doing since July and see how you have grown and changed, right? So this way you can realize, where else am I ready for movement? Inviting you to look at how you frame yourself, how you talk about yourself, and therefore how you show up in life to see what you want to take with you into the next phase, into the next year, and what you're ready to really leave behind you. Themes we will be working with is just being somebody bigger out there in the world. How do you want to define your ideas of success, of well-being, and your intentions in life? So I'm going to have you reflect on things like, what does success really mean to you? What does a successful year really look like for you? So you could start asking yourself questions such as, how much time have I spent in the parasympathetic nervous system versus being revved up? So for those of you that are unaware, parasympathetic nervous system is some parts of us that we tap into that allow for healing and restoration and recovery, right? Rather than that fight or flight or that anxiety or that survival mode. So if you've been spending more time in your survival mode versus your healing, is that a successful space for you? Has that culminated a successful year for you? Or is that something that you're looking to shift? This way you can start to redefine what success actually means to you. Do you always associate it with just money or a certain body type or a certain amount of likes on your videos or whatever it is? Or do you really connect it with your soul evolution, your understanding, your openness, and your growth? What did your actions reflect? What do you want to carry with you to the next cycle? What are you devoted to leaving behind? What brainstorming can you do for the new year, for your new journey with the sun? How do you redefine how you want to focus on what's ahead that's outside of the typical conversations about the new year? This will come with emotional processing. And so this energy will offer you this through inventive thinking. Thinking outside the lines of our own information, how we've formed ourselves, allowing some spaciousness in the way in which we're thinking about our path. Remember, we limit ourselves very much so by not being open to all possibilities. So it requires brainstorming on a bigger level, on a much bigger perspective, right? Really, this is the places where we already feel really comfortable and figuring out how can I soften this now and be more open to growth? Because we already know where this foundation has taken me, and now I want to be someplace else, so I need a different container to move in, to grow. It's important to be open to growth in these areas that we feel as though we know most well. These are the deep areas that we're looking to be assisted into our growth, so we can allow our free spirit to fly. So in the next upcoming video, we'll have a deeper reflection on all of this with gentle guided meditation, followed by an activation to this very nourishing and loving energy. It will be a nourishing practice to do perfect for right around the end of the year and the solstice to help you connect with yourself and feel through this to be truly guided to this higher, loving, lighter energy. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed exploring the parts of yourself that haven't been perfectly manicured or adept to how you want to look and feel in the world, this will be the space to connect to this part of yourself and allow it to take leadership for what's in store for us. So hopefully I'll see you there for that activation and that meditation. And until then, namaste.